Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our Planet Zoo series as we do the Austin Zoo redo. So what are we going to be working on today? We're actually going to start expanding out past the entrance area. Um, what you're seeing being built right now it's basically a useless fake building, right? So peeps can't use it, but the idea behind it really is more of an education, just further education for the zoo goers, right? So up front, we have all about the history and the animals. Here, we're going to do more about the plant life in the area. Just going over the different type of plants, trees, all that type of educational stuff that I think some people like whenever they go to zoos. Me personally, I just want to go see the monkeys. I love watching them. They're great. That's really what I look forward to at the zoo. But I know there are people that go there for educational purposes. And that's kind of what this type of building is for. Is for those individuals to get their extra little tidbits of knowledge going on. So that is what we are working on here. Now that pathway that you're seeing me kind of build on right now, it will run behind the parking lot, which like I said, I'll be doing a lot of that detail work off camera, so you won't really see that happen. But it'll run right past there and kind of curve off to where we'll have an exhibit that essentially acts as the border backing up to the parking lot right there. And we're going to add in a couple more animals, probably a lot smaller habitats. We do add 2 smaller habitats today in this episode, but it goes off in the other direction, and I'll explain kind of what we're going to be doing over there once it gets to that point. But until then, this is leading out to the other area of our zoo. I like how this building turns out. It works well for me. Obviously, yes, I've seen buildings with a lot more detail done by others, but I enjoy how it turned out. So that's kind of what I'm going with on this. Now, I am going to go ahead and let y'all get to some tunes in the building, and I'll come back and join back up with y'all once again as we kind of get into the 2 little habitats that we add in during this episode. So enjoy some of the tunes. It's going to have a more classic feel today. And I am back. As you can see, we are finishing up some of the smaller little details leading out this way down the path. Um, and this is just really one of my first attempts at kind of trying to do some of this detailed work. The little pond is really just a face filler or space filler for what we have going on behind there, as that will be kind of where our African safari area is. Now, does that mean these two little habitats we're going to create here in a second are African in nature? No, not necessarily. Does not mean that. Um, so, what am I doing right now with this path work? Okay, so basically, I wanted a little patio sitting area. I really like having those out and around. Um, I think in a zoo type setting, it would work out perfectly to be able to spend a day at a zoo, walking around, having plenty of places to sit, checking out all the habitats and everything like that. So, um, right here, it's really just kind of working out some of the things around this pond, trying to get it covered up, look like it's man-made instead of being natural. So now we are into it, the habitat. And what animal is going to be in here, you might be asking yourself. Well, let me tell you. In this little habitat area right here, we are going to have, I believe it's called the Red Fur Lemur, basically. Um, that will be here in this exhibit. I am pulling it up to take a look at it, mainly the size and everything. Um, and I think I got it pretty well handled. And to also look at how many animals generally go in there, and it recommended just two of them. So that's just what I went with, was two. Um, Here's some more, just trying to smooth it out, make it a little bit more straighter edges on the path. But I think everybody that's ever played this game or Planet Coaster has known the trouble of the path. So it is what it is. Now we're going to get back into it with this habitat. I like to put the animals in just a blank habitat and then essentially disguise it around them. Um, so that's really what I'm looking at here. As you'll see, I mean, animal welfare is turned off, so it's not something that this really actually drastically impacts. I just think, if we're going to have them in here, let's at least suit the exhibit to them. Um, and I mean, that was really my only thinking around it. I did want to check the walls just to make sure for climbability purposes. I just didn't want them getting out. Really, that's all there is to that one. This is a little bedding unit, figuring these animals are fairly small. If something happened and someone had to get into the exhibit, it really wouldn't be all that much stress for them. So I don't think they need a lockdown housing unit type of area. They got themselves a little covered shelter right here. So storm, rain, anything like that, they'll be able to take cover under there. This is just dressing up their little bedding area, really, to kind of give it that more, I would just say, natured look. You know what I mean? That's really all this is. Um, I think it looks better than the plain cement walls from the inside. So. And knowing that these animals can climb, I do put some of these dead trees in there. I think they can climb those. I'm not 100% certain. I've seen others do it. Um, so I'm just kind of taking inspiration from other people who have done this. Because climbing structures really are not my thing. I think everybody kind of knows that. But it is what it is. All right. Now just trying to work out this stupid angling they have on it. Um, that was annoying as hell, I'll tell you that much. And just build an extra little platform for these creatures to get up. They can't jump over, so I did check to see if they had escapability problems. No, they're not going to come flying over, landing on people, being able to jump off from there. So, all right, getting some of these smaller little details, and really that's just platforms. So these things have a place to basically climb and play on. I mean, there's only two of them. They recommended only having two, like a male and a female, in a single habitat like this. So, with there only being the two of them, I think it's easiest if, give them a lot of different things to do, toys to distract them and all that. So, that's really all I'm building right here is just these little climbable sections that they can run around on. And I've never really given these too much of a thought. I mean, I think they could still look a lot better, so I got a lot of work to do in that realm. But other than that, I think these actually turned out pretty dang well, a little bit better than what mine normally do. So I kind of got to give that credit this go around. Is I think these turned out pretty decent compared to any other time I've tried to build these climbing platforms. So. All right. Just trying to give them a lot of different things to climb up on. That's really all it is. And taking a look now, yes, I'm adding the actual like trees and coverage from their area into it. I know I have all of those other things um, that kind of go against what these creatures are used to. But I am going to start adding in some of the things that they do enjoy or I guess fit in their world. To give them a little bit of comfort, make them feel at ease, at home while they're doing that. I do put in the feeding platforms. This does not have any like little pond or anything in there, so give them a good water source. Just putting a lot of toys around different climbable things to see if we can't catch video of them climbing up there and playing with those toys. So, all right, here we go. Oh, they can have a couple more, it actually looks like. So, yeah, the Red Ruffed Lemur is what these are called. Not the Red Fur, Red Ruffed. Red Ruff, Red Ruff. All right. Now, this next habitat is going to be well, I can't say similar. I don't think that's actually a true statement. But this one is going to be another smaller animal. This is the Red Panda habitat, which I actually really did enjoy building these. It's some of the more detail I've gotten into, especially on smaller habitats. Not just dressing it up to fit the animal, but also trying to make it look semi decent, is what I would say. So, all right, I'm going to let y'all get back to the music. We will get into finishing up this habitat. There will be some decorating of the basic area around here, as far as a little patio sitting area and everything like that. So stay tuned for that as we work our way to the end of this build. And before I go, I just want to remind y'all to hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, hit the little thumbs up button as it does help out the channel and we do greatly appreciate it if you could do that for us. And so stay tuned for the finish of it and you'll get some shots of the panda and the lemur a little bit more close up doing their little cute things that they do. So, all right, I will see y'all in the next episode. And so until then, everybody, stay safe and later, y'all.